Grand Rising Jujubes, Empress Goddess Oracle here with the Light Within Tarot. And we're just going to tap in this morning to a reading. I've already started pulling cards and Spirit said hit record. So let's see what's going on because somebody here needs to see this, obviously, because I wasn't going to record. So grab your coffee, your tea, your juice, your water, whatever you enjoy, and let's tap in and get these messages. All right, I've already done everything, so let's just tap in and get the messages. All right, so first we have the Eight of Swords. Okay, it's an energy of feeling trapped and powerless, surrounded by obstacles and threats on all sides. You find yourself the victim. You see no way out, no available choices. Your perceptions keep you from opening your wings and taking flight. What keeps you suspended here? Yourself or others? The Eight of Swords demands an answer. You cannot hang here much longer. Okay, so you're ready to break out of this cocoon that you have had yourself in, maybe other people have had you in, feeling trapped and powerless, feeling like you needed these people to survive, feeling like they protected you. Okay, maybe you were surrounded by obstacles and threats on all sides. Okay, really feeling like you were the victim. You didn't see a way out, no available choices. So those perceptions kept you from opening your wings and taking flight. Like they kept you in a box. Spirit was asking you, like, what keeps you suspended here? You yourself or others? The Eight of Swords demands an answer. You cannot hang here much longer. Yeah. I'm reading from the book, y'all, because this is the Wild Unknown Pocket Tarot, and it's tarot, but it's like different. It's different meanings than traditional, and it all ties together, but I'm just saying, like, I wanted to read from the book for this reading for today. Wow. So yeah, you're coming out of that, I'm hearing. Okay, let's move on to the next message because I'm getting ahead of myself here. Okay, Three of Wands, envisioning the future. The Three of Wands indicates you've had continued support from others, perhaps from your parents or two good friends. With their help, you've formed a sense of self, of your values and morals. But now it's time to rely on yourself for guidance. Clarify your goals and cast others' needs and opinions aside. The future is infinite and it is yours. No one else can see through its layers of light and shadow. Okay? So, the Three of Wands is indicating that you've had continued support from others. Okay? They're saying perhaps from your parents or two good friends. That's not going to be true for everybody. Okay? Some of you have only had your angels and spirit guides the entire time. Okay? So that might not resonate with everyone. Okay? But with their help, you formed a sense of self, of your values and morals. And not to say that there weren't people along the way that supported, that nobody supported you along the way at some point. I'm saying consistently, like a parent or a good friend from like childhood throughout your whole life. You know what I mean? It's different. Okay. Spirit is saying now you've learned that it's time to rely on yourself for guidance. To clarify your goals, you needed to cast others' needs and opinions aside. The future is infinite and it is yours. No one else can see through its layers of light and shadow but you. Okay. And then we have the Seven of Pentacles. Period of contemplation. A curious card. The Seven of Pentacles shows a period of contemplation and uncertainty. You're looking back at all of your hard work and wondering if it has been a failure or a success. You can't seem to decide. Shouldn't you be reaping more rewards by now? Maybe so. But the mind has control over perception. It's possible your rewards are waiting for you to recognize them. They are not always monetary. Okay. Wow. You're being asked to really go into a period of contemplation and recognize all of your blessings that are already in your life, all of the gifts that you already have, all of the strength and power that you already possess. Okay? Really appreciate you and yourself for who you are, because you have finally, you've gone through like the metaphor, you've gone through the cocoon, you know, like a butterfly. The caterpillar goes into the cocoon, comes out the butterfly. This is you in your period of contemplation. Okay? This is you taking yourself out of victim mode, out of feeling like you couldn't be yourself, you had to stay in the box that everyone else, you know, you had to keep up the perceptions that people had of you, you know, even though you wanted to grow and expand, and you know, you really had to take a deep look within and said, you know, what is keeping me here? Is it me or is it them? Like, I control my life. Like, I can change this. Like, I can morph. Yeah, I can morph. Metamorphosis. That's what I wanted to say. I can metamorphosize. And you had to do this with, you know, people coming at you. You had to do this with people constantly misjudging you, constantly lying about you. And you had to learn to rely on yourself for support. You had to learn that not everybody's going to be there exactly when you need them to be there. And you got to know how to love and protect and support yourself, because they're not always going to be around. Not at every single moment, not at every single, you know, they're not always going to be there. You had to learn to rely on yourself to support yourself. And you have done that. Okay? The Three of Wands indicates that you formed a sense of self, of your values and morals. And now you know it is time to rely on yourself for guidance. Trust in yourself for your guidance, okay? Clarify your goals and cast others' needs and opinions aside. They don't matter, okay? They don't, because they don't know all the details. They don't know all the ins and outs of you and what you've been through and experienced this entire time. No one else can see through its layers of light and shadow, okay? No one else can know exactly how you feel, because they haven't lived your life, all right? So, in this period of contemplation and uncertainty, look back at all your hard work, and you may have been wondering if your life has been a failure or a success. You may have been doubting yourself recently. You may have been thinking, like, am I crazy? Are they right about me? Like, you know, like, does everyone believe lies about me? Like, do I have a fucked up reputation out there? Like, is this what people really think about me? Is this other people's perception of me? Is this like why I meet up with so much resistance? Like, is this why I'm so misinterpreted? Like, is this real? Like, is this really going on? Am I like the only one who knows the truth about me? And you might be thinking, like, I don't know. Like, what is this, you know, like, God, you need to help me out here because I've been guided and I need more guidance, like to get through this because I am changing and people are looking at me a certain way and I'm being judged. And it's a period of contemplation, like, am I doing the right thing? And then you wonder, like, shouldn't I be receiving my abundance by now? Like, I did all the things. Like, I moved away from toxic connections. I healed myself. I did, and then it's like, okay, I'm trusting, believing, and I'm having faith. But, like, shouldn't I be reaping more rewards by now? And Spirit is saying, yeah, maybe so. But the mind has control over perception. So maybe you just need to open your eyes. Maybe they're right there in front of you, waiting for you to recognize them. They're not always monetary. You could have children who love you. You could have a happy, harmonious family relationship with people. You could have a beautiful, relationship with God, with source energy, with the angels, ancestors, and spirit guides. You could have an abundance of everything that you need. Like, you might not have an abundance of tons of funds, but you're wealthy in the ways that, like, you always have something to eat, you always have clean water, you always have toilet paper, you always have paper towels. That's big for me. um like, I'm grateful for these little things. I'm grateful for my home, I'm grateful for my yard, even though it's a pain in the ass that I have to cut it. But you know what I mean, it's like I'm grateful for everything. I'm grateful for the heartbreak, I'm grateful for the betrayals, I'm grateful for the lessons learned, I'm grateful for who I've been able to bless. I'm grateful for those who've blessed me throughout my journey. I am grateful to all those, anyone and everyone who's ever helped me or been there for me or cared about me or honestly, reached out, concerned for me, or at any point helped me in any kind of way. I bless them 10,000 fold. Absolutely. Absolutely. You know, and Spirit is saying that that is rewards. Like, that is a reward in itself. Look how much you have accomplished. Look how proud you can be of yourself. Look how strong you are. Look how you've prayed to be like this. Like, look how when you were going through the valley of the shadow of death and you were going through it, like in the trenches, hard, going through everything, going through your personal hell, and you prayed for this strength that you have now. You prayed for it. And it's been here. Like, you've been building it up. Spirit's been building it up within you. And now you've metamorphosized. Now you know. Now you know who you are. You just have to open your eyes and see that your blessings aren't always just monetary. You have an abundance of love, an abundance of faith, an abundance of joy, an abundance of peace. Whoa, peace is a big one. Yes, I feel that, especially in that cocoon. You had to learn and grow with people coming at you, with people attacking you, with people slandering you, with people lying on you, with people talking shit about you, people lying about your past and everything, your life story and everything that you've been through. And it's always been this way. People have always come at you. People have always lied about you. But there have been others who were there and they know the truth. And they know that's not you. They know it from their soul. And you are thankful for those people too. I'm hearing you are very thankful for those people, because without them, these lies might seem true to others. If there were no other people out there to say, hey, no, I was there, it didn't go down like that, she is not this person that you're saying, or he is not this person that you're saying they are. Thank God for that, right? Thank God for that. All right, Spirit, what else do you have for us? What else do you want to say to the collective, please? This is the Soul's Journey deck. Friendship. I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. Okay? People aren't in your life by accident. All right? Every friendship serves a purpose. There is a reason for everything. Okay? So understand that. No friendship is a mistake, is an accident. None of it. Okay? These are the people that help you really understand who you are as well, and, you know, can reflect to you things that you need to see along your way, and you can do the same for them. All right, so if people are in your life, it is for a reason, and sometimes it is for a season, and then they move on, or you move on, or whatever the case may be. But friendships are by no accident, Spirit is saying. Okay. Forgiveness. I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. Okay, so maybe you need to forgive a friend, because this person is meant to be in your life, and maybe things got out of hand, maybe things got out of control and spiraled quickly and just went in a whole different direction than was initially intended. Spirit is saying you need to forgive this person. Wow. That was definitely in my prayer and meditation this morning. Okay. To forgive your friends, to forgive the people that have betrayed you, or that you perceive to have turned their back on you, or betrayed you, or ganged up against you, or anything like that. Like, acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. So you have to forgive people, whether they're sorry or not, whether they meant it or not, whatever the case may be, it doesn't matter. You have to forgive them, because harboring resentment blocks the flow of love for you, not them, you. So you have to let it go. You have to forgive and understand that every friendship serves a purpose, and things spiraled. Okay? The Spirit is saying forgive them. Okay? Perseverance. I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. Yes. This is how you're feeling right now. You're in this energy of perseverance, okay? Because this happened with this friendship, you have to forgive this person, understand that what happened, okay? Forgive them and persevere and move on. I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to, okay? Don't let this set you back. Don't let this get you down. Don't let this make you doubt yourself, okay? Use it as fuel. Use it as, take the energy and alchemize it and use it towards your benefit. Use it towards persevering and moving on. Okay? Abundance. I am a limitless being, and I can manifest whatever I desire in this physical reality. Okay? Like I said, use this energy of perseverance to bring in your abundance. Don't use it to battle these people. Don't forgive them. Forgive them. Let it go, so that you can open up the flow of love for yourself. Okay? So forgive this friend. Understand that everything happens for a reason. Forgive them. Thank them. Okay? You don't have to thank them personally. You can just be like, thank you, universe, for allowing this to happen. I have learned the lesson. I forgive them. I thank you. And I release it. And I let it go. Right? Because you're going to use that energy that you would have spent battling them, or being upset, or being hurt by that. No. You're keeping your heart intact. You're not allowing the hurt to come through. I'm hearing you're not allowing this to lower your vibration. You're not allowing this to hurt you. Your heart is protected, okay? You are beyond the point where things like that can hurt you. You have healed enough, and now you can use that energy and alchemize it and use it as perseverance towards your abundance, towards your limitless being. You know that you're a limitless being. So you turn that energy into yourself and create and manifest whatever you desire in this physical reality now. Take that and use it as your power. Whoo, yes. Wow, this is a really, 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 really powerful message. If you are resonating with this message, I really need you to like and comment because I want to know. I want to know. We're going to get some love message oracle cards. I don't know why Spirit guided me to this deck because it's usually just for a love reading. But since you love yourself so much and you're going through all this spiritual growth and doing the work, there's got to be some messages from Spirit here for you. Let's see what they want you to know. Hold on. Oh, I didn't split the deck. Hold on. What does it say? Boundaries. You need to teach people how to trust you by being clear on what you will or won't allow. Absolutely. That is definitely part of self-love. Setting up your boundaries and letting people know, you know what? No, you're not going to treat me this way. I'm going to stand up for myself and I'm going to protect myself. And even if I have the whole world coming at me, like in this card, while I'm transforming, while I'm ascending, I'm definitely, you're definitely going to be attacked on your spiritual journey. There's definitely going to be the spirit, the evil spirit, the darker spirit, like the things they're going to use people that you love and that love you to attack you. All right. This is why it's so hard to set up these boundaries with people, because it's like they're going to not even understand where you're coming from. They're going to be like, who are you? I don't even understand you right now.